stop using your default CTA proportions. Maybe it's killing your 40% of the conversions. So let me show you some key stats first. Okay, so these are some key stats that I got from some of the articles in the internet. Okay, like 61.35% of all the website traffic is from mobile version, and I got this from Business Dazzle. Mobile optimized sites converts around 40% higher than non-optimized ones. So keep that in mind. And also, non-responsive sites lose 73% of visitors within seconds. As you know, there is the 5-second rule for your website. So they are just jumping on your website and just keep bouncing in the mobile version, as more than 70% of the users are mobile version user, and you are just losing them. You were just making only one mistake that I'm just gonna show you. So the problem is about the mobile version. As you can just see, I have taken a screenshot of a random website that I just wireframed by Framer. It's a super useful feature of Framer that you can just prompt and you can just create a wireframe within Framer in just seconds. So here's the problem that you can just see there are two CTAs, like get started and learn more, but it got a specific width and height, which is not very useful for mobile version. Like, why this scaling conversions? Like, users can tap buttons, can read content, bounce immediately, and you are just bleeding 40% of potential conversions. So keep that in mind. So this is, the bounceable CTA in mobile version. So here is the solution that I'm going to show you quickly. Okay. So let's get to the Framer project. So here is the Framer project that I was currently working on. As you can just see, it's a bare minimum website that I just created using the wireframer, as I said. Like now, if you just check this out, these are the two buttons that we got, and these are button variables. But in the mobile version, as you can just see, it's way bigger than the default a desktop version. Why did I just make that? Okay, so that's the thing. As you can see, that what are the key changes that I just have done for the mobile version. Let's check this out. So one, as you can just see, the width and the height is in feet, and also the text is about 14 pixel in the font. And in the mobile version, I have increased the padding. As you can just see, 1836 1836 is just very easy. You can just do it. Okay, so keep that in mind. Most of the time, if you just use a 2x value of the top and bottom in the left and right padding, that will be cool for the button. Okay, it's primarily very good with the button. It looks optimized if you're just using this kind of rounded buttons. So that's the thing. Let me show you in the white mode. I think that will be much easier for you. So that's the thing. But one thing that I'm going to show you, that here we got 10 20 10 20 as a padding, and now we are getting a minimum height of 58 pixel, but for this we are getting 38 pixel around something. And this minimum height, we just achieved that using the padding thingy, 1836 1836, and that's all. And we are just also changing or you can just say increasing the font size about 22. So if you just check this out in the mobile version, that you can just check this out right here, we got the heading. Okay, so we got heading about 40 pixels. And okay, that's quite good, but the button, it's look awful, as no one just can tap on these buttons in the mobile version, as it's too small. Like, this is the main thing that you have to keep your customers focus on, and you are just keeping this thing tiny. It's really awful. So here's the quick fix that I am gonna suggest you. Like, as you can just see, there's a stack. just make sure that you are just filling the whole stack such that we are getting the overall width, and then change the direction to vertical. And then the easy fix is about changing these two buttons into default from mobile. So we are getting a good mobile version buttons right here that we have just created in the component section. As I said, it's very easy. Okay, and then just need to click on these two buttons and just go to the width and click on this width drop down and just make sure that it's in field. Okay, so that it's just filling the whole width of the parent. And when someone is jumping on the website, they can just click right here, can click right here, can click right here, and it's a big thumb. So we need bigger space to manage the thumb on the CTA. So that's the thing. Also, you need to focus on one thing. Okay, that is to change, like, as you can just see, this button stack got a gap around 10 pixels. So it's the exact gap that we are getting from the Dexter version. As you can just see, Dexter version, so it's around 10 pixels. But here, minimum you should make the gap, like the spacing between the components, or between the cards, or between the CTAs, primarily on the CTAs, more than 15 pixels, such that you are getting a huge amount of space, such that they are just clicking on the CTA, and it definitely increases the conversion rate. So there's a thing. So it's very easy. Just make sure that you are just keeping this like 16, as I am keeping it 10. It's like the even number, so I am keeping it 16, and I think that will be good. So if you just check this out right now, so when someone is jumping on the site, they are just not misclicking the learn more too. Okay, so if they want to just click on the start get started button, the primary CTA, they will click on it, and it will be not a misclick, as it's taking the full width. One, it's bigger than the Dexter version, which will fit the thumb. And also there's a certain gap which is truly great when you are just looking forward in the mobile version. That's the thing. So let me go through the Miro board again. As you can just see, that the solution is all about increasing the size of the button, and that's all. Like, it's minor one, but most of the Framer users, or most of the web designers, are just missing this thing, and you're the founder, and you are missing this too in your website. So please keep remember that it matters. It really matters. So that's the thing. So as I said, the CTA minimum 48 pixel height should be good, and it's recommended by Apple Touch Target. If you just use iOS mobiles, you can just check this out. Okay, and as I said, that it's very common that change the direction from the horizontal to vertical breakpoint, as I said. Otherwise, side by side, it will just look awful, and the text will be overlapped against each other. So that's not a good thing, obviously. And obviously, one thing that I haven't mentioned, that hide the desktop only decoratives elements using responsive visibility. So let me show you quickly that what I just meant to that. Okay. As you can just see in this website, okay, this looks awful, as it doesn't have any breakpoint max width. I will definitely show this out in the next video, that how to set the max width thingy in the different breakpoints. So let's keep that aside. But as you can just see here in this bottom section, there is a quite a good blur. So if I just scroll it down, as you can just see, there is a good blur, and it's like a blur gradient, which is a decorative thing in the Dexter version. Okay, so as you can just see, here is the blur gradient. But uh, uh, always remember that blur or animations. These kind of effects are really really hurtful when you are just using in the mobile version, as it will take more time to load that effects. And also, let me show you quickly, this blur effect got a blur of 10 pixel, and that's awful, to be honest. Like, I mean, it's not pixel, it can be like 10 unit, so that will be probably very fine, but that's awful. As you can just see, large blur values greater than 10 can impact the performance. And to be honest, framer show you what can I say, like a default value for the like blurs. If you want to just check this out, that rule of thumb for the blur thingy, let me show you quickly how can you just check that out. So if you just click on any of the stack or so, or any of the button, or any of the container, you can just see one thing in the styles. Okay, so here is the style option, then there is the filter option. Okay, as you can just see, then there is the blur. So if you click on this, and if you just increase this blur to 11 units, you can just see that large blur values can impact performance. So that's the thing. So we need to maintain this under 5. I think that will be a good optimal number for this blur thingy. So 5 would be good, but not for this CTA obviously. So I'm just removing it. uh, you can just get idea of the basic default blur value as with respect to the web design thingy. So as I said, we need to remove this blur gradient thingy, as it's a decorative thing in desktop version. We don't need that in the mobile version, and our main goal is to just optimizing the performance, as the more optimized performance in the mobile version, the more bounce rate will decrease. So that's as simple as that. So we are removing some of the variables that we are getting from the desktop version. We need to check those out. Okay, we are removing these, removing these, and that's how easy it is. So you can just do it one thing, just right click, okay, on the decorative thing that you want to just remove or hide. Basically, you can't just remove from the child breakpoint, as it's currently in the parent breakpoint. So you can just hide it. So just click on this, and you are not getting any blur effect right now, and it is super smooth to load. As you can just see, we are just reloading it, and it's just super smooth. So that's the thing. Let me quickly show you this in the real website. So as you can just see, this is the Sapi breakpoint dot framer dot website. I'm just reloading it out, as it will just update it. There is the blur in the desktop breakpoint, as you can just see. Okay, there is a blur decorative thingy, and also there are the two buttons. But let me quickly show you in the mobile version. So in the mobile version, like in the Pixel 9 Pro XL or iPhone 15 Pro, as you can just see, these how it will look. And as I said, that it's totally awesome when you just check this out in the mobile breakpoint, that okay, now it's easy to click and there will be no misclicks. And okay, if there is no misclicks and your CTA is bigger than the average text layouts or different sections or frames in your website, they will definitely get the attention. So that's the thing, your customer will definitely look after the CTS, and that's how you can just increase the chances of click your CTA. And I think that's what we want at the end of the day. So that's the thing. As you can see in the desktop breakpoints, it will look as similar as that I have shown in the framer, and in the mobile breakpoint it will just look like this. So that's the thing. And one thing that you can just see, increase padding or spacing by 1.5x for thumb friendly navigation is a required thing when you're just working with mobile version. So you, as I said, the mobile version got 10 spacing between the buttons. So you can just multiply that by 1.5, and you are getting around 15 pixels, as I said. So I am taking 16 pixels as it will be good for, make a consistent thing around the overall website. So that's the thing. And then if I just, go to the, like why it matters. Okay. So see, the 40% higher conversion rate equals to, like, if you're getting 100 demos request monthly, proper mobile optimization adds 40 more demos. So that's crazy, to be honest. And obviously it got a real example. You can just check this out in the Kuno Creative blog post. I will just add the, blog post's link below. O'Neill Clothing, saw 47% mobile conversion increase after responsive redesign. And I think this article is about 2016 or 2014. I don't remember exactly, but you can just check this out. Okay. So we need to, obviously, I mean, you can just see, okay, it's a way longer theory, but to be honest, it's really, really practical. And nowadays too, as attention span is the main problem. People are losing their attention span day by day, so they will just, give you only 2 to 3 seconds for your website. So you need to be very quick with your website. Loading speed must be top notch, and every effects that are good in the desktop version that must not be included in the mobile version. And obviously the CTS must be way bigger, otherwise they will not click. So that's the thing. Okay. And there is a quick tip that I can just share you. Okay. Like, don't just shrink the desktop version. Like, if you're just not shrinking the desktop version, just, rebuild the mobile version entirely from scratch. You can just do it in Framer, like just with one click. So that's how easy it is when you are just working with Framer. And also, obviously, start with desktop, tablet, and mobile version side by side from the beginning. Otherwise, most of the, like 80% of the designers do one thing very wrong. That is, they just start with the desktop version first, and they just build the overall desktop version from 0 to 100, and then they just click on this breakpoint and add the breakpoints out. I think that's not how it gonna work. Okay. Otherwise, you will face some issues when you are just working, and that's awful, to be honest. So keep that in mind. You are just adding your mobile breakpoints like this. Let me quickly fix this out. 40, 20. These are my, generic systematic, workflow that when I just work, I most of the time use this kind of breakpoints. That's the thing. And then I need to just, make this fill. Then I just need to change the height, make it fill, and that's okay. And also there should be 16 pixels. I think that would be good. And as you can just see, when you got your, breakpoint side by side, you can just know, okay, this is the issue that we are figuring out here. Like, okay, this is 888, that's cool, but we need, 40 pixels, 40 pixel from left and right, and we can just edit it right from here, and we don't have to, wait for the full website to done and then do it. That's, to be honest, wrong way to do it. So that's the thing. And obviously, this prevents the squished, desktop problem that kills the conversion. So that's the thing. So the main cheat sheet is all about, it will literally take not 10 minutes, to be honest. It will literally take about 2 to 3 minutes or 5 minutes to really improve your optimization through your whole website, like optimizing that CTA thingy. And the key principle is, touch targets under 48 pixel is exactly what you were just thinking, that it's conversion killer. So we need to make sure that we are, keeping the CTAs or the touchables, clickables more than 48 pixels. So that's the thing. If it's a decorative thing, please don't. Please don't. Just remove those things. But if it's CTA, or you can just say accordions, something like that, cards, then please make sure that it must be more than 48 pixel, like with the height thingy. So that's the thing. And that's how easy it is to, uh, optimize your website and like increase your demo bookings by 40%. And we all want this in our websites when we are just publishing our website in online, that okay, 70% of the visitors are like mobile version visitors, so we need mobile version visitors more and more and more, such that we are just increasing our demo bookings more. So that's the thing. And okay, that's all for this whole tutorial. If you think that okay, you got some questions, please ask me in the comment and I'll be there for you. And one thing, I'm quickly dropping a 5-day email sequence course, such that you can learn that how to optimize your website in Fema. Okay, so that's the thing. There it will include some of the cool, interesting psychological tricks, some tips which you can just apply right in the frame, and that's all. Okay, I will quickly drop that out in some few days, and so keep posted with that. And okay, that's all. Keep working. Peace.